Welcome back to Hear Me Out. I'm Dean, and today's episode is one that is a long time coming. Um, Obviously, we're reporting on it a little late, but yeah, Jennifer Lopez finally pulled the plug, y'all. Divorce, official, filings, it's all there. Court
The 2-year anniversary, might I add.
on the 2 year. Man, listen. I know we've had a lot of videos where we've covered Bennifer 2.0, but I still was not expecting this to actually happen. At least not at 100%. We'll get into that later. Anyway, E found an article from TMZ. What are they saying?
We haven't read a TMZ article in a while, guys. So we need a little controversy. We need pettiness, messiness. Of course, we're gonna give you our thoughts after I read this. But yeah, let us know your preliminary thoughts in the comments. All right. So this article, the title is J-Lo and Ben divorce gets messier with major assets on the line. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's divorce is messy and very complicated, TMZ has learned. Here's the deal. Because the estranged couple has no prenup, we got to get into that later because I'm not understanding. Everything they acquired over their roughly 2-year marriage is community property, which means the assets acquired during the marriage are divided equally. But that's not as messy as it sounds, not by a long shot. One of the biggest assets in play is Ben's hugely successful production company, Artist Equity AE, in which he's partnered with his best bud, Matt Damon. As a result, Damon could get dragged into the ugly divorce since he's a major stakeholder in the company. The company was formed in November 2022, 4 months after B&J. Good thing they didn't say it together without the and.
Girl,
With Ben and Jen after they tied the knot. So it would seem Ben's stake in the company is community property. Simply put, JLo will be financially entitled to share the profits generated by AE's recent and upcoming hit movies, including Air, Unstoppable, and The Instigators, and small things like these, and The Accountant too. So, for her part, JLo has been involved in a number of major projects such as Atlas. That ain't major. This is
right?
Me Now, The Mother, Shotgun Wedding, and Marry Me. Like J-Lo, Ben would have financial interest in those films and her other projects. The two own their house in Beverly Hills, which is currently up for sale. We're told that they have a $20 million mortgage on the property, and so far no one's jumping to buy it.
Ooh,
That's a lot.
that's a
TMZ
lot.
broke the story. J-Lo filed for divorce from Ben last week, and the pair have been trying to hash out the settlement for months. Our sources say those talks are ongoing, and they have become increasingly acrimonious. So much that at times they were not even speaking to each other. So, side note, this is J Lo's fourth marriage, shady. I told you we needed it, and Ben's second. They both have children with their previous spouses, but none together. What do we think of everything that has transpired in the last couple of weeks? Guys, we weren't late. We were just letting all these things develop because we are in awe. We can't believe that this is happening. It's finally here. And I don't say it in a malicious way. It was just like one of those things that it's like inevitable and you're just waiting for the base to drop. And it finally dropped.
I was not thinking it was inevitable.
What?
Not at 100%. Okay, listen, Linda.
Tell me.
My thing is, I don't want to believe that everything is doom and gloom. I'm like, maybe, just maybe they'll figure out a way to work through this, you know? There's been so many different reports where even Matt Damon was saying how great J-Lo was for him. Jennifer Garner said how great J-Lo was for his sobriety. And like, of course, we know that J-Lo's mama was saying how Ben was pretty much the love of her life. Like, plus, they're outings with each other's kids all the time, even through this whole, separation. I just kind of thought maybe they would find a way through this whole mess. But clearly that's not what happened. It is crazy that this is now, official. I don't think the article mentioned it, but we also learned that JLo filed pro se, like she's representing herself. I'm assuming there's a reason for that. I haven't come across anything yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and assume there's a reason for that because there's no way Jennifer Lopez, multi millionaire Jennifer Lopez, does not have access to a divorce attorney. But yeah, it's sad. I think it's sad. Whatever people may feel about Jennifer, whatever people may feel about, the way she's been with others or whatnot, it's still like it's gotta suck going through something like that so publicly,
Mhm.
especially when it's the fourth time publicly. Like, oh, that's gotta right here, like hurt, man. I don't
And
know.
she hasn't been having the best year ever, let's say. She's gotten dragged for the Met Gala. Her This Is Me Then, Now, Tomorrow, Future, whatever it's called, the documentary, the
Yeah.
music attached to it, I think her other album.
Well,
Then
no, that was the album. This
that
Is
was the
Me
album.
Now
So
was
then
the
the
album.
documentary was
The
called
documentary and then the musical movie, whatever that was, that came first, then the documentary. That movie musical whatever was
Yeah.
accompanying the album.
Bueno, eso
But
es.
but here's now that you mention that, they were supposed to get married in 2004, right?
Uh-huh.
But didn't they also break up shortly after her This Is Me Then album? That dedicated songs to Ben Affleck, and this Is Me Now album is dedicated to Ben Affleck.
More of the story, don't serenade a man. This is what's happening.
Ugh, damn, just more daggers. What do you
But
think?
as I mentioned, she hasn't been having the best year.
Yeah.
Also, if you guys have checked out our other videos, there's even classmates that come out and talked about J Lo and how she doesn't do things for the community. You heard me rant on and on and on about how J Lo is so unauthentic with everything that she advertises or who she is and things like that. So, to conclude, I think Jane Fonda was right. He's like, J Lo, you're doing the most. We've seen clips of that on Instagram, which she
Yeah.
was. She was here
Yeah.
parading this love story, which is great. But to me, it always seemed like she was trying to sell me this. It didn't seem genuine to me. So, like I've mentioned in other videos, J Lo, I think I don't want to place blame on her because I've really been thinking about it. Like, what went wrong in this 2.0 version? I think one of the things that went wrong was Lo is not going to give up the limelight. She is the Hispanic Kim Kardashian. Like she wants the attention.
No, 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 no. We are not going to say she's the Spanish. No, Kim Kardashian is the American J Lo. Hello.
Okay,
Whew.
tomato, tomato. At
Ain't
this,
no potato here.
they're synonyms. What do you want from me? I don't know. Like Kim Kardashian, is that better?
Yes.
Like Kim Kardashian, J Lo loves the limelight. She loves the fame, the money, the fortune, everything that comes with Hollywood. And Ben doesn't seem like he's about all that life. He wants to do his projects and then be gone, and then come back and then be gone again. J Lo, it was all let's go to the market and hold hands. Let me hold your butt. Let me kiss you here. Let's go to the McDonald's drive-through. Let's show everybody our love. And look what happened. So I think partially that was one of the issues. But I'm just wondering like what you guys think or what you think went wrong. I don't know. Is Ben the problem?
Okay, so I mean, at the end of the day, we're never gonna know. Like, let's put that out there. We're never
Mhm.
gonna know. This is just us like wondering because we're curious.
Yeah.
Georgia's over here, but like, okay, one of the things that Ben said in the past as to why they broke up before was because he couldn't deal with the limelight. We know that, right? What did he think was going to happen this time when on top of paparazzi, you have social media.
Mm,
So, like, that was going to be tenfold worse than what it was before. I don't really understand. I'm gonna go ahead and say he's a bigger part of the problem. Because if you wanted this life of just, I'm gonna pop out when I got something to go ahead and, like, let me, what's the word when they're trying to, like,
advice?
sell you? Yes, when they're trying to advertise something, I'm gonna just pop out when I'm trying to sell something to you. If that's the kind of life you wanted, she was not the woman you needed. Like,
Mm.
that was not ever gonna work. So I'm not gonna say that J Lo is totally blameless, but I'm also
Yeah,
not gonna put the full fault of this on her
I
when
didn't.
very no, I'm just saying because I know
Mm,
I've heard different things on the internet.
yeah.
So that's just like my thing. It's like I can't say like, oh, she's fully to blame just because this is number four for her. Because at the end of the day, we know how in love she has been with this man. So I don't think it's for a lack of, her being like a loving wife or this or that. Now, granted, to your point, she is somebody that has always loved the luxurious life, the fame, the infamy, everything that comes with being a celebrity. She is
The embodiment of that.
exactly, she
Yeah.
really is. And so essentially, if she could not compromise on that, I can't even fault her for that. Because this is somebody who's now in her 50s. So I want to say when they got back together, she was already in her 50s,
I
maybe
think.
very early 50s.
Hmm.
So this is not somebody that needed to upend her entire personality for you. I can understand making compromises in a relationship. That's normal, that's healthy. But you want this woman to change her entire personality for you? That
Hmm.
was never going to work. So I feel like if to play devil's advocate, this is what Ben did and expected her to like really really compromise, it was just not going to ever work. It was not going to work. Um and it's unfortunate, like we've talked about in other videos, because it affects the kids more so than anybody else. We see how much Ben spends times with all the kids, including hers, and how she spends time with Ben's kids, and how the kids spend time together. They spend time with Jennifer Garner, all of them. And so it's just sad. Like, how does this all work? I think at the end of the day, like, how do you make it where things can end amicably? Because like you're saying, things are getting a little bit acrimonious. So I don't know, like, how will this all work is my question. It's like, how to best make this work for those kids, because it's sad that they have to go through all that.
Yeah, I'm just wondering. I mean, these are two adults and we don't know their lives, but I just feel like they probably thought that they were going to pick up where they left off, and
Hmm.
they just forgot that, hey, we're like 20 years older and now we have kids and we grew as people and as celebrities and all that thing. And they were just trying to sell this, or she was, at least to me, trying to sell this whirlwind romance. It's no stranger to us. JLo has said before she loves love, and that's why she's been married 4 times. I'm not shaming her, but I think she really believes it. At the same time, I don't think that she's able to sacrifice that portion of the fame that might be needed. Not
Yeah.
sacrifice it completely, but I guess enough to, compromise with someone like Ben who doesn't like it at all.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Well, here's my final thought,
mhm,
and it might be a little bit controversial.
mm.
I think she should go back with A-Rod.
I do have another friend, Denise.
Hmm.
She loves Ben. I mean, not Ben, J Lo and A Rod. She is rooting for them. She said, and I mean this in the nicest way, guys. If you're a Ben Affleck fan, she hates Ben Affleck right now, and she said, "I hope he chokes on Dunkin',
Oh, oh
on
no.
Dunkin' Donuts because he's the one of the ambassadors."
Spokespersons? Yeah.
Because she loves her some J Lo. So shout out to Denise. But I don't know what's in store for J Lo. I really liked her with A Rod.
I did
I
too.
don't know what went wrong. I think
He
rumor has
cheated.
it that he cheated.
Hmm. Yeah.
I don't know. Do you forgive something like that? I think A-Rod is happy with this girl, isn't he?
You think A-Rod won't leave a random girl, for Jennifer Lopez?
Well, I
A-Rod
don't know if she's a
loves the
random
limelight
girl.
too. A-Rod loves the limelight too.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I was gonna say you have to tell everybody here the analogy or the scenario that you told me about J Lo being at the White House and then the
oh,
marriage.
yes. So I
Go
saw this TikTok video and I wish I could remember the creator. I'm so sorry. But she pointed out how at the inauguration of Joe Biden in 2021, January 2021, there's this picture with Jennifer Lopez and A-Rod on the steps of the Capitol because J-Lo sang at Joe Biden's inauguration, President Joe Biden's inauguration. And so the woman, she highlights how this picture, right, is of Jennifer and A-Rod. And not long after the inauguration, Jennifer and A-Rod split up. Not long after that, there's rumors that Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck have rekindled their relationship. Then they go public. Then they get married. Now they're getting a divorce. All of this while Joe Biden still has 5 months left in his presidency. So I
This
thought
is
that was
looking shady.
that I thought that was very interesting because on listen, we all lived through the same pandemic, all right? Like that time period was several years in itself.
Can we see that picture? No. There we
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Tell me they did not look perfect
I
together.
like them. But then at the same time, remember when No Me Ames came out and everybody was like, J Lo and Mark Anthony, they're meant to be.
Yes, but see, my feelings about Mark Anthony and J Lo at that time, it was more of a artistic chemistry. It was
Mm.
something about them just like singing together, doing like acting together that I think worked well because he's amazing at it and helped to balance her, I think. But with A-Rod, it almost felt like she met her equal as far as
That's true.
limelight. Not he's not as famous as her, but I mean like that love of the limelight, that maybe narcissist mentality, that I love to look at myself in the mirror vibe. Um you know,
Yeah.
there was something there that just meshed, right? And I think A-Rod's Puerto Rican, or is he Dominican, or is he both? I don't. Anyway, he's Caribbean, so that matches with her Caribbean side and all that. Like it was just something that meshed well. And then plus, like their kids, going back to the kids also seem to get along very well, and they just looked like a really happy go lucky family until the dumbass cheated on her. And
Who did he
granted,
cheat with?
girl, I don't know, probably multiple people. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's my okay. I know I said that was my final thought, but here's my last thought.
Uh-huh.
If he did in fact cheat, the only reason I would say go ahead and take him back is because I think she hurt him more by leaving him, getting with Ben Affleck, and marrying Ben Affleck. So at this point, we could just call it, even.
Well, J Lo. Now thinking about it, J Lo's the real petty one because she did that to A Rod, right? And then she decides to file for divorce on their 2-year anniversary with Ben.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Well,
I never thought
rumor.
that they meshed well to begin with, but hey, who am I to judge?
Yeah. The rumor about that 2-year anniversary thing is that she did it while the DNC was still going on. So it
Mm,
would detract away from the headlines. Which I think
the
kind
DNC
of worked.
was 4 or 5 days long. She couldn't pick any other day. It had to be
That's
the
true.
anniversary,
That's true. That's true.
wedding anniversary date.
Yeah, that's true.
J-Lo sabe lo que está haciendo. She knows what she's doing.
Good
She's
point. Good
trying to
point.
make it stick. But now Ben is rumored to be with what? Kit Kennedy? Somebody?
What?
Somebody Kennedy? Hold
Like
on.
the ex?
Well, it's somebody that he's with.
Dang it, Ben.
Hold please. We
Oh
do live
my
life.
God.
Yeah.
That's, okay, y'all can't judge J-Lo because look at him.
Yeah, Ben Affleck has been hanging out with RFK Jr.'s daughter, Kennedy.
Girl.
But then before that, he was with hanging out with some other ex that
With
he
an
had.
ex, yes. Pa la calle, basura, all of them. See what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
might as well go back to the other one because at least you know he ain't gonna cheat on you again. Actually, no, he might. He
see, like
might.
3 days ago is like, who is Kennedy? This has been going on for at least 4 days ago. So he trying to get it where it fit in.
Ben.
He's living that bachelor life. I think J Lo needs to retreat, find out what she wants to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
I
won't
agree.
blame you if you want to go back with A-Rod. I think y'all meshed well. I think that was your best husband, engagement partner person for you.
Right, right.
I mean, you do what you want, but I think she really needs to just like lay low, J Lo.
Girl, we're done here.
No, I'm being serious because I something that she's doing, or maybe
Hmm.
all the men to blame, but she has to take some accountability for it too. Something that
Yeah.
she's doing is not working.
Yes.
So I don't know if she needs to do some soul searching, find $1 million matchmaker to matchmake her well, or just,
Damn.
you know what, girl, just have fun, live out your 50s, 60s, and 70s, just living life. Just
Yeah.
just just chill, girl. Chill.
Yeah. I agree.
She broke up with A-Rod. 3 seconds later, she was with Ben. Like she's not giving it enough time to like, you know, marinate.
Yeah. That
But
sucks.
I don't know. I hope they're happy with their decision. I don't know. Who am I? But guys, let us know what you think in the comments about Ben and J-Lo. Did you foresee this happening? I'm sure you're gonna say yes. Who's to blame? Both her or him, or
Whew.
external factors, aliens, Hollywood, celebrity. I don't know. Let us know in the comments. J-Lo, J-Lo. That's all I'm gonna say. But that concludes today's video. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also, please share our video. We're trying to grow our community so your friends can be our friends. We all be friends. We also have social media, which Steve will tell you about.
We are on TikTok and Instagram at Hear Me Out DNE. So make sure you guys like, follow, and share. You can also listen to the videos in podcast format via Spotify and YouTube Music.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.